Morning, playgrounders. This FB Live is why no one gives a shit about your free readings and how to actually get feedback on them when you get it right. Now, I know no one actually does give a shit, okay? Because I have been watching the free readings go on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it's a little bit like, have you ever been to the beach, and you've got your hot chips there, and you might just throw out one little chip, and then suddenly there's like 1,000 seagulls and they're all squawking over the chip, and then you go, oh, I give up, and maybe you throw out a few more chips, and then suddenly it's just a squawking, gaggling mess, and as soon as the chip's gone, they're gone too. Free readings are a little bit like that. So I want to help you today get the best out of your free reading, because I figure that you're here. If you're offering free readings, it's because you want to get better, you want to hone your skills, you probably eventually want to get paid, or you want to attract some more clients to your gorgeous service. And let's face it, that's what we're doing it for. You're either in one of these categories if you're doing a free reading. So let's help you get that. Okay. So if you're here, give us a hi, give us a hell yeah. Tell me what you're doing on a Sunday. And excuse me, I'm still recovering from my flu and I'm a little bit froggy, so I am going to cough a little bit. So, hey Emma, thank you. If no one gives a free reading if no one gives a shit about your free reading, right? Here's how to change this. First of all, if you're offering a free reading, get visible. If you've just gathered up the crystal balls to put yourself out there and offer a free reading, then put your picture up in the offer. Show us your gorgeous face. Good morning, Emma. Hell yeah, says Emma. Hey, Kerry. Okay, you guys have both offered free readings. Hit me with what bugs you most about it too, so I'll be here and help you with it, right? So if you are offering a free reading, let us see your face, okay? If you've got the balls to do it, put your face up there too, because the more the group gets to see you, your gorgeous face, not a picture of an angel or, whatever else, right? Because that's hiding, okay? Let's face it, that's hiding. If you've got the courage to offer one, have the courage to show your face. What that does is that it helps people get to know you. And you're a real person. They're going to see the person behind the reading. They're not going to just focus on the hot chip, which is, you're not going to go, give me the chip and then run away, because that's what people do on Free Reading Sunday. They're just focused on the chip. They're not focused on the person who gives it. And you want them to focus on you, right? Obviously, you want them to understand you, get to know you better, maybe even be top of mind one day if they decide to buy a reading. You want to establish a connection and a relationship with them. How do you do that? Become more visible. Show them your gorgeous face. Yeah, no proper feedback, says Kerry. Yeah, good evening from Canada, Joanne. Yes, Emma, do one today. Absolutely. Thanks for the hearts and the thumbs. I know that I'm hitting the mark here. If you hear something you like, give us a thumbs up and give us a comment so I know I'm on track. So talking about adding your photo. It doesn't have to be a professional photo. It's just a selfie. In fact, research shows that the ordinary everyday selfie actually has more impact in helping people to get to know you, because it's a little bit more authentic. It's a bit like, hey, this is me. Like, hello, I've just come back from the markets, no makeup, whatever. This is me, which is currently my state with my coffee. This is how people get to know the real you. So if you get more visible, and you're putting your picture up, you're sharing on Selfie Saturdays, okay? And there's a reason why Higher Selfie Saturday is the day before Free Reading Sunday. Get visible on Higher Selfie Saturday, post your selfie, say what you're up to, get people to know you, and, oh my God, she's a real person. They're less likely to diss you if they know that there's a real person behind that free reading. Okay, you won't become the hot chip. You will become the person behind the hot chip who probably has even more goodies in her bag that they might want later on down the line. So, hey, Suzanne, nice to see you. Hey, Em. Yeah, real and on point. Well, I'm blaming my double coffee for being real and on point today. So there's a couple of, as you can see, there's strategies behind having a selfie. Free Reading Sunday is after Selfie Saturday for a reason, right? Get known, engage in the group. If you're only posting offers on free reading and Wednesdays, you're missing out on the juice that is here. Women buy from women that they know, okay? They don't buy from someone they don't know, because women love a connection. You know, women are different the way I talked about the economy of attention and engagement in the last FB Live, which I'm so glad you listened to, by the way, because I could see the results straight away. People are commenting on on the Worth Wednesdays. Even if they're not buying, they're supporting and cheering everyone on, and that is just so lovely. Thank you very much for that. But this is, we're moving on here to another strategy of what makes your free reading work, why no one gives a shit about your free reading, and how to get actual feedback that helps. So one way to get actual feedback is become a real person. Have your selfie on there so they know, oh my God, yeah, that's such and such, and I've been chatting to her for a while. I'll have a reading from her. They're more likely to connect with you and give you that feedback if you ask for it, because you're a real person, okay? You're not just a hot chip. So that's one way to help get feedback, is become a real person and engage in the rest of the group. I've got some notes here. So become known in the group. Yeah, are you even real? You know, that's the question. Are you even a real person? The second one is, when you offer a free reading, think about what you want. It's like let's use the hot chip analogy, because it's kind of fun. If you stood up on a beach, right, and went, hot chips for everyone, right? Everyone would go, ah, and they'd all want your hot chips, right? But if you were actually selling fantastic salads and ceviches and gorgeous things, or maybe you were selling a great mayonnaise to go with your chips, you couldn't actually tell which people wanted your mayonnaise, because you're just giving away to everyone. But if you were standing on the beach and went, hey, I've got this amazing designer mayonnaise that's vegan and it's organic and it tastes like a hot, warm Sunday morning at the beach. Here, would you like some chips? Right? You're narrowing down your market. You're actually only calling out to the people that are going to want your organic vegan mayonnaise on your chip. Does this make sense, right? So you're going to get rid of a lot of, like 80% of the people that wouldn't buy from you anyway, right? And you're only going to speak to those people that are right for you. So what does this mean in an offer? This means if you just say, I'm offering 3 free readings to the first 4 people that say yes, that's like standing on the beach just shouting to anyone. And you're probably not going to get the person that gives a shit about you. They give a shit about the free reading. Let's face it, you know, they do. They don't care about you. They're not going to give you the feedback because they don't care. But if you narrowed it down and talked about how you do your reading, how you offer it, what your style is, maybe the areas that you're really good at. When I work with my students on the Psychic Connection package, we drill down into what each person is fabulous at. And you might be like Kate, Rebecca, she's a medical intuitive, so she's able to scan the health and systems, and she does her readings like that. So if she did a free reading offer, it would be, I'm going to do an offer today, a free reading about, I'm going to scan your body and let you know what's going on with your health and your systems today. That's not saying hot chips for everyone. That's saying, I'm just going to do this. So you're going to get people that are more interested in that. There's another student of mine that is really good on the emotional state, and she can tune in exactly what's going on for someone emotionally. So if she did a free reading, she would be working on just your emotional. I'm going to do a free reading on what's going on for you emotionally. And so you're already honing in on the sort of client that's going to be right for you down the line. You're building a relationship to those people. You're not saying hot chips for everyone, right? You're doing that. So can I get a thumbs up if you're still with me? Does this make sense? I hope you are getting inspired by this and help you get more people to the free readings that are beautiful and right for you, not just doling them out like hot chips on a beach. So there are qualifiers. Have some qualifiers in your offer. That means think about, oh, well, what am I good at? What am I going to read? What is my style? How am I going to format this offer? And of course, if you want help with that, I'm here, because that's what I love to do, is help you narrow down your particular zone of genius in a reading and work to that. But it's to qualify it. So what do you specialize in? How do you work? The more information you can give to someone, the more that person will consider your offer and it will be right for them. And so you're going to build a relationship, and you're going to have a better chance of getting feedback. Because let's face it, if it's not right for you, people won't give you feedback. If it's too general, if your reading is only solution-based and doesn't touch on the past or the present situation that led to this situation, it's not going to be relevant. It's not going to resonate. You're not going to get the feedback because, meh, didn't even touch the sides, right? They could have gotten that answer out of a fortune cookie, and that's not what you're there for. You are there to touch their souls as a reader. That's what you got into this game for. You're there because you want to help transform them, to touch their souls, to make a difference with your beautiful psychic gift. And if you only concentrate on a solution, you are missing out on 2/3 of the magic of a reading. So if you're not getting feedback, I hate to say this, is, I'm laying it down, I'm having a rant here. If you're not getting feedback, it's because it wasn't worth it, right? Sorry, but that's the way it is. It means, I might have to up my game and actually work on a reading that brings it home, that touches their soul. And you do that by making a connection and touching on the past and the present influences and what's going on with that person. So there you go. Thank you for all the hearts, Guy. What if you don't have a niche? Moniel, you're one of my students. So you would then contact me and say, Denise, help me find my niche, right? Because you're a Psychic Connection Package student. And then I would work with you and we would find out what that is, right? If you don't have a niche and you're not one of my students, then think about what you do really, really well. Think about what lights you up, what part of your work lights you up. Do you like helping people find their soul purpose? Do you like working on emotional stuff? Are you a health nut? Are you an aromatherapist that you can actually tune in and think of the oils that are most going to be suitable vibrationally for this person, like the beautiful Julie Nelson here. She's an amazing aromatherapist, and that's how she does her psychic work. Plus she has like 50 years in the business, and she was actually my clinic supervisor when I did my diploma of aromatherapy. But that's how she works her magic, right? So if you don't have a niche, all you do is think about what you love doing. Or how about this? Write a list out of what you hate doing, right? Like the things that you don't like working with. I don't like working with children or doing readings about children because I don't have any of my own. It just doesn't, it's not my thing. So if someone wanted a reading about their kids or about parenting, I know nothing about that. I will refer that on, and I will probably ask like Anna Siebert or someone like that who I know loves children and is an intuitive. Okay, if you don't like doing medical stuff, then don't offer it. So if you're not sure about what your niche is, start with something you don't like doing, right? And you will narrow it down. Okay, so that is the second point of not enough qualifiers in your offer. Narrow down your offer. Talk specifically to what you do, and you're more likely to get the attention of the people you want, because you can't do a reading. You can't throw out 100 hot chips here, You're only offering maybe 2, 3, 5 readings. Let's make sure that those 2, 3, 5 readings are reaching the people that you actually want to help. Now, wouldn't that be awesome? Because if you're touching those people, they are going to go, oh my good, Oh, look, Monielle. Wow, yes, I know that she works in this particular area. I've made a connection with her. I've had a chat to her online. Every time she sees Monielle's name, she'll go, oh yeah, that's Monielle. Eventually, she'll go, I wonder if Monielle can help me with this. And the next time Monielle puts an offer on Worth Wednesday, that person might buy. And that's how we do it. That's how connection-based marketing works. That's how we work as women, because we do it through connection, right? It's not about how snappy you're offered. It's not about how many free readings you give. It's about the connection that you make when you're with them. And you say, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not really sure of my niche. I just touch on whatever comes through. Exactly. So if you want to get better, if you want clients, if you actually want to establish yourself as a reader, you'll need to think about your niche. Come and chat to me. It will always be something that you're amazingly good at that you probably don't even think is valuable, because it's like our soul purpose. We go, oh, that's just something I do, but it's actually your superpower. So it's quite easy to uncover. It really is. It's just reframing it in a certain way. So yeah, quite easy to find. But look, this is, this is a journaling exercise. You might want to sit with this question and think about it for a while and just start noticing what blows your skirt up and what doesn't, and start making a list, because you will uncover this as you go ahead, because you guys are so talented. You're so freaking talented, you guys. And it just makes me cry when I look at free reading Sundays and I see that you're not getting what you want and you're getting frustrated and you're like, meh, like Kerry wanted to give up last week, and I'm like, Kerry, don't give up. Kerry, I know you personally. I know you have so much talent. It's just, there is a difference between having the talent to read and then knowing what to do with that talent to make someone give feedback, to make a good offer, to actually get your talent across. Two different areas. There's the skill and then there's the strategy. So we need to marry both of them. So if you want help with either of that, I'm here. But it's more about, let's just cover this up because I've got to jump on a call shortly. Let's just wrap up here. So you want people to give a shit about your readings? Then give a shit about your message. Talk about what really lights you up. Narrow it down. Let them get to know you. Put your selfies up there. Become real to that person. Okay? And then qualify your offers. Talk about what you do and don't do. And by the way, a free reading is a free reading, right? Like, no one says you have to give feedback. A free reading isn't, I'm only going to give it to you unless you give me feedback, because then it's not free, right? You get feedback when people are touched, when they are actually resonated. So consider, if you don't get feedback, it just might not be good enough. That's okay. Get back on the horse. You work it out. It's all a learning curve. So free readings is only that. A free reading is not a discovery call, by the way. Okay. If you're offering a free reading to sell them into a program or sell them into your thing, in a free reading, honey, it's a discovery call. So call it that. Own it. Just say, look, how about I'm offering a discovery call to do this and this and this, and after that, I'll be talking to you about my program. So you're upfront with it. You're absolutely upfront. You're going, yep, this is what I'm offering. You make it very, very clear. So people understand what they're getting into and can make a decision based on being informed. But a free reading is essentially free. So be prepared to offer it. And like I said, when I first started, I gave 100 free readings online so I could just practice and be sure that I could manage whatever came at me, and I had all kinds of trolls and all kinds of weird shit go on, but I was doing 100 free readings, and that's what I was designed. It was my initiation. It was my clinic practice. So I'm here to help you with all of that, because whatever you encounter, I've already encountered it.